Okay. Angie's dead. Called that as the person to die, for sure. For sure. But what's up with stabbing all the wax figures? That's weird as fuck, right? A body has been discovered. Everyone, please assemble at the Ultimate Art Lab. Blah, 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 blah. Ah, she puked again! And it's green this time! Monophanie's green puke is said to be an omen of bad luck and disaster. What on earth is about to happen? Nothing good. Alright, so I called the Angie death. No surprises there. I would have been more surprised if it was somebody not Angie. Pretty much. I don't think I mean, anyone else would have been like, oh shit. And I was like, oh, then who killed him? It was too obviously Angie, right? But if it's Angie, then we have a very good mystery on our hands, because it could be a lot of people. Anyway, it could even be this guy. Fucking K1B0. Kabo. Or should I say this robot? He's not even a guy. Anyway, let us pray for Angie. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Faux show. She wasn't even in like a weird provocative position, and she had like a crazy death scene. So I'm like, it's you know, she's on the ground, she's bled out. Let's see how fucked up this shit gets though. Anyway, so that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie. Ugh.
It can't be.
Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her?
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't.
Weird.
That not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua.
Right?
Yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win this killing game. Duh. Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her.
No way.
But why would someone do such awful thing?
But
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but... I mean, it's not one of these kids. It's not one of them. Or was it? Nah, I doubt it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, a vomit-soaked entrance. How novel. And the puke is green again, too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Why did it happen? How did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were going to make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry. Overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how? So, let's get started.
We are all friends.
Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly class trial. We must distribute these first. Oh, look! The Monokuma file! I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. Ah, more green puke! This is really unlucky. So long. Farewell. I knew it was coming, so I was ready.
So then,
As there is no use complaining, we are better off in beginning our investigation. So everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
yeah.
Yep, I mean, by the third number, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
wait.
Not Gunta. No way Gunta ever get used to this.
No.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Let's get started investigating. It's not like we have any other choice.
You're right.
That's true. Alright. It's strange. This is a bizarre setup. I mean, we got that locked room situation. Angie's in here by herself with these wax figures hung upside down, and Kaede is the one that's stabbed, which is an interesting detail as well. It's definitely going to be an interesting thing. I wonder if there's a chance Angie killed herself here. like sacrificing herself, thinking that that's how you get the ritual to work. I wonder if that's a possibility here. It seems too obvious to like say it, but it could be. There could be a chance. It would make sense since the doors were locked. That certainly would answer that question right off the bat. Just like with the whole Sakura thing in the first game. So I could see that. We'll see though. Anyway, bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual. Alright, bro. I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together. Oh, he's starting to look a little better, isn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito? We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
The culprit? Is it really someone among us that killed Angie?
I get how you feel, Samugi, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time?
Oh no, that's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual. Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her.
Ah!
Hey,
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault. Telling scary stories out of nowhere like that? Saying messed up stuff like that? Ugh. Kaito, you alright there, buddy? Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Okay. Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Interesting. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage...
jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. With so few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Yes, let's take a look. Alright, let's see how she died, at least according to the thing. The victim is Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the Ultimate Lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Okay. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. Stab to the back of the neck. Nobody can stab themselves in the back of the neck. Not on purpose. Can they? Not and end up in that position. Because there's only a pool of blood right there. So that makes me think she died right there and wasn't put there. Huh. And she had a laceration on the forehead. Which means someone knocked her ass, then stabbed her in the back of the neck. Something like that. I don't know. Alright. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies.
What? So, the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie and Atua said... What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council. That's...
all right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together.
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But, oops, I keep doing that. My thumb just hits the joystick on accident anyway. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
What?
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else is too much of a pain.
What was that?
Then why don't we just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that for certainty, no.
Huh?
Excuse me.
No.
Well, of course, resurrecting her is impossible, but I know a way we can speak with Angie.
Oh shit. He did say something about seances, remember?
You see.
We can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child.
Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation?
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this case to a swift close.
First a resurrection ritual and now a seance? Are you messing with us, man?
Understand.
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times.
Many times?
On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this, yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now is not the time for something...
However,
Oh, I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance, yes?
What?
My earlier theory?
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the dress-directed transfer student. It is not wise to go into the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head. So to prove such a thing impossible, I think it best we consult Hanji herself.
incomprehensible.
That, logically, is peculiar, to say the least. Holding a seance to find out about the ritual? Psh, so we're gonna fight the occult with the occult.
Okay,
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easiest solution.
how exciting.
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
Huh?
Hmm.
I'll help too. Huh? You too, Himiko?
I...
If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. A seance or whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone.
do whatever you want.
Yeah, you heard her.
Yes!
Okay, I will.
So then,
So we have 4 participants, Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. However, the Caged Child requires 5 people, we're still 1 short.
Fine, then Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky.
why?
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
Well then,
So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Where shall we do it?
How about your lab?
no.
No, in order for the Caged Child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough.
Then how about one of the empty rooms?
That's
Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor?
Hmm.
There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up!
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
Then,
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
I see. Yes.
Very well, I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab.
Are you really gonna do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation, I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit, lest our lives be lost.
Okay, so most of them are gonna go do this frickin' seance, or at least half of them. Kyoko, Kichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene.
this is stupid.
Are they serious about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. Investigate, baby. Let's do it. Are you ready for investigation time? Let's just start by investigating the body. That's the best place to start. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
What's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look? Yes, I was planning to.
You got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin, after all. Okay, well, let's just start with the main body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
well,
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. But her 2 wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh, yeah.
I suppose that would be necessary.
Remember-
Unnecessary. Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these 2 wounds? I don't know. It's weird, but okay. Huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
You got a minute?
Move.
Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath... Wait, what's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it? What could that mean? Well, that probably means whatever bashed her in the head, someone taped it up to bring her over here to kill her here. So I lied about moving the body, but that definitely still confirms that she got knocked upside the head and then put here, I guess.
But
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under the body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Telling somebody or asking somebody if they want to die does not seem very joke-worthy to me. Just saying. Anyway, alright. So, what else? We got the Necronomicon here. Ah, this book. It's here. Necronomicon! Performing the ritual, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey,
Angie tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes, if we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. Okay, step by step. Here we go. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy, and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. Interesting. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual.
this is stupid.
Angie really believed this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can roll anything out. For real, though. And also, the book is still here, so that means she didn't actually finish doing the ritual. You're supposed to burn the book to ashes, right? That's what it just said. Anyway, truth bullet about the Necronomicon. You got it. Alright, well, what about these effigies? Here's the Kirumi one. The 4 effigies hanging upside down makes the scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey,
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten those ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I don't know if these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
that's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would have gone out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Right? If they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? That's a good freaking question. I'm a little confused by the whole upside down hanging thing as well. I'm not sure why they would even be that way. Anyway, the Kaede one's particularly interesting because there's a sword in it. Yeah, okay, so nothing new? Okay, here we go. Katana, sorry. Wrong spot. The katana, stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside,
then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah,
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
because...
Yet, true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's a gold leaf on it. Okay, so that's the katana from the other room, the anthropologist room.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume that this is the murder weapon, judging from the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But...
But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. It could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab's on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by? They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this.
Huh?
A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapon of this length.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. Suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thank you. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy. Thanks.
By the way,
Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or the culprit tried to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
what are you talking about?
Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Alright, so we'll go check that out momentarily. What else do we got in here? Any reason to look at the Rantaro and Ryoma dolls? I'm guessing no, but we'll look at them both anyways, just to make sure. Alright, seems like nothing's interesting about them other than the sword. Whew. Okay, just double checking all the things before I guess we still have to investigate this door. Also, Gonta's still here. This door is the lab's back door.
is this...
This door has a sliding lock and it's still locked.
That's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in and it's been locked ever since.
Hey.
Oh wait, what's this? Oh, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. Gold and shiny? Could it be?
Is that alright?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
So what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. Do what you want. I carefully touched the doorknob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open. Click.
Okay.
As I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Okay. Whether you lock it or unlock it, this could be an important clue. Yeah, they set up a mechanism to lock the door behind them. Whoever had the gold sword in their hand, that's why there's gold flecks on the door lock. Makes sense?
Well...
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Okay, Maki walked over to the front door. Well, should we examine the front door? It's unlocked, but I think there are still things to investigate here. Oh, maybe we should talk to Maki.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure the front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Boom. Clack, clack, clack. Boom. There, open says me. So he picked this cylinder lock open.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him?
That's true.
It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if somebody found out how to get the key. That would certainly... Oh, that could be possible. I wonder if someone got the key. I can believe it if someone got the key. I wonder now. Let me see that key, and then he ate that shit. Ugh. So Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased.
huh?
So the front door was locked from the inside room.
No.
From inside the room. Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Yup. Well, if they had the key, that makes it be possible to be anyone. So I wonder if we're going to come across this key. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. By the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs. So both doors can only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. Yeah, I'm clearly yawning. Anyway, it is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. Alright, so Kokichi's lockpicking is a thing. Fair enough. Let's talk to everybody else now. This busty, brainy beauty has this all figured out. I mean, she got the last mystery right pretty early on. What do you got this time? Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
wait!
Hey, wait, goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea? Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me, listen!
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you're gonna twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this. What's that?
You know.
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual or another purpose?
Well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are
Could
diversions.
it be?
Diversions?
Listen up.
Yep, the culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
You got a minute?
What do you mean by that?
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock Homo's job? Sherlock Homo. Got him. You're a waste of time. Maki turned and walked away. Can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh? The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something?
Hmm.
So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know. Let's just see how detailed these really are. Oh god. Oh god. Don't do that. Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirt.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that!
What?
What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. Wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend is a doll now? If you like wax dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. No? I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to me is a waste of time. Well then. Fuck you too, Maki. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Huh? Tenko? It's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So, you suspect Tenko?
Actually.
Because as a member of the student council, she would have been allowed into this lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab.
Oh.
Yeah, Angie had been shut away from her here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
No.
It's not that I suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here.
So Angie only let in student council members. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. Off the top of the head, yes, but I wouldn't necessarily say that. Anyway, I guess last but not least, we'll talk to Gonta.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Cause student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
Ew.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule?
But it Atua's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules.
But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do what they wanted. Angie was also working here at night.
Huh? She was?
But
No way. Student council would never break own rules.
right.
They should have been asleep in own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and get brought here.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you.
Find it hard to believe that no one went outside. It's part of the student council rule. Yeah, I know. In fact, most of us were here. At this room.
Well, most of us, there was 3 of us. But yeah.
Sorry. The yawns continue. There doesn't seem to be anything else in here I need to investigate, so can we just go? There's still things to investigate? On the body, then? Well, I investigated the 4 bodies. I investigated that. Oh, the pool of blood. Okay. Didn't know it was separate. A small pool of blood is emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation for now. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we found enough clues yet. We don't really know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
Aw, you're right. So first we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
It's true, we need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
Just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, Maki. It's fine by me, dog. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Man. Getting kind of zoned out here. I might have to take like a little bit of a mental break in the middle of this investigation just to wake the hell up. In fact, let me do that right now. And I'll be right back. We'll continue this investigation. Give me a minute. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry for that little bit of a break there. I just needed to stand up and stretch and kind of just take a walk. Fucking zoning out for a second there. That's the best way to do it, is just get up and move. Because I'm just going to sit here and stare at the screen and keep reading like a fucking zombie. I'm going to keep zoning out. Anyway, let's go to the Ultimate Anthropologist Lab. We got some shit to investigate over there. We need to figure out where that sword came from. Oof. Hiccups, man. Don't be hiccuping. Literally just took a sip of water. That's all I did. Alright, so... I'm not sure where else we're gonna go investigate, but for now, I guess we'll just go to the Anthropologist Lab. Something tells me we're gonna get a little bit of a peek at this seance as well. We can't just have a seance and not be able to see any of it, you know? Alright, let's see what we got. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from the case right here. And looks like just the sheath is there. It's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Alright. Good call. Oh god, Kokichi's here. Oh! What are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? You guys look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway.
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance?
Yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. Oh, the one on the ground? I did see it. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we needed that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means.
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study. So let's see. Kokichi took a look around. I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep, it says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book. He picked up. Oh, is this the page? Is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Cage Child is mentioned here. Do tell.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one pictured in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the Cage of Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium and a dark place with no light,
If I remember correctly.
just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Cage Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on the stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 Was Angie trying to do a seance and then someone murked her while she was doing it? Could be. Could be. Maybe the sword thing will come up here in a second too. Anyway, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Okay. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle without the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden dog statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin with the 4 participants are each standing at the corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the Caged Child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. Okay. Interesting. That sounds complicated.
But.
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works out or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct the seance for a while. He has. Since I was courting with him on the copies, I already memorized it, but literally on the real one with a trick of fate.
Right?
Oh yeah! He said he memorized every word of it too! That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi? Huh? You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them. You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. I'm too cool for that. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Okay. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play. Then he left the room. The caged child has been added to the bullets. Okay, got it. Anything else we need to examine in here? I don't know. Are we done here? I mean, I guess we're done here. It's not having me examine anything else. I guess we'll just leave then. There's really no reason to over-examine. If it's saying I'm missing something, then that's the only reason to keep searching. Else, we should just move on. Alright, they're in the middle room, he says. Should I check all the rooms? I don't know. Let's just check the middle room. Just check the middle one. Just check the middle one.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi. You are most welcome to join us. Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join.
Oh man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't you, any of you, feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me.
No one's apologized yet.
Oh man.
Fine, fine, our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude.
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start the seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. I'm sure you won't, Mr. Kibo. What did I do? Took your spot, man.
So then.
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
Do not enter the magic circle that I have drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped upon.
You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then.
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the caged child's song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read it in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh.
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody.
Sing it to me, baby. Aha, aha. Listen to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I think I got it now.
Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting.
Yay, we finally get to see Angie.
So then.
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl.
And I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Eh?
True.
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you've finished saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Please. Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking about Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. You're right. Seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So
Okay.
then.
Now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko, I'll see you later.